Auburn Blitz is now on the air. Your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Hello again, everyone, and good Friday afternoon. Welcome into the latest edition of the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Jeremy Jeffcoat here with you. We'll be with you for the next hour, taking your comments, taking your phone calls, talking about everything going on in the world of Auburn athletics. As we mentioned all week, SEC Media Days begins next Monday. That should be a lot of fun. Looking forward to that.
I don't follow media days that closely. It's a lot of coach speak, but
Yeah.
But then after that is when practice gets going.
This is true.
And that's when I do pay attention. I do read the practice reports.
Oh yeah. I'm always interested in see what some of the coaches have to say. It's been a pretty good fodder for me to do somebody has to come up with a column, every week for about this time every year. Especially when Gus Malzahn would go to media days, I would always do a column called Interpreting Gus Malzahn at SEC Media Days, or Translating Gus Malzahn. You can do that it's fun to do that with coaches. This is what they said. This is actually what they meant.
There will be somebody who will say something that is stupid.
Yeah. There will be no doubt.
And if I'm laying odds right now, I'm betting Stoops.
Okay. Kurt Kiffin will always say something somewhat controversial.
He has gotten better about that.
Yeah. He'll take a shot at, very subtly sometimes.
Yeah.
But nonetheless. So Jim and I did that yesterday. Maybe if we have time today, we will maybe look at what would be some questions you want to ask Hugh. If we have time today, we will. What would be some questions you want to ask Hugh? The Major League Baseball draft this weekend. Auburn looking to have some players taken this year. They're not going to. Obviously, some have run out of eligibility. Some will be back, at least have an opportunity to be back at Auburn next year, unless they get a better offer from Major League Baseball. So we'll talk about some of those. And as always, there are some of those young guys that you are recruiting, or at least have committed to Auburn out of the freshman class, or into the freshman class. But will they get drafted or not? That's always something that happens in baseball. However, okay, so to start the show today, a lot's been talked about Auburn. Lots been talked about Hugh Freeze. Jim and I kind of hit on it yesterday. Boy, the knives have come out. Everybody has got an opinion about Hugh Freeze. None of them seem to be that good. You've got quite a few people, talking about his character, impugning that, and all these kind of things. He's just trying to cover his rear end. Paul Feinbaum. And a lot of this stems from the way that he and John Cohen talked about Auburn's recruiting, why they're struggling right now, and how they're dealing with the House settlement. And that, as we've talked about this, everyone is operating in just trying to figure this out as we go. Mm-hmm. However, the College Sports Commission, and a lot has been made. Okay, everybody understands the revenue sharing. There's $20.5 million. The SEC has agreed that $2.5 off the top will go to new scholarships. So that leaves $18 million for the rest of the entire athletic department. You can divide it up however you want to. But how does the NIL play into this? Collectives, all those kind of things. And people have been, a lot has been made. There have been rumors well, they're offering this and this and this, and they're actually not going to be able to do that. And I'll be okay. The College Sports Commission yesterday put out a statement clarifying how the NIL is going to be looked at, how it's going, what's acceptable, what's not. So I thought this would be a good day on a Friday to look at this. All right, there are going to be three things that the College Sports Commission looks at, and this is what do they call it? NIL Go.
Right.
That you got to go. It's a clearinghouse. You got to go and will it pass or will it not? NIL deals will be judged on a set of three criteria. Payor association. That's the relationship, obviously, between the payer and the student athlete. Valid business purpose. Whether the payer is seeking to use the use of the student athlete's NIL for a valid business purpose, meaning to sell a good or service to the public for a profit. And number three, range of compensation, whether the compensation paid to the student athlete is commensurate with compensation paid to similarly situated individuals.
And that's really that's the key rule right there, because it prevents somebody from going, hey, come over here and record a 30-second commercial for me and here's $1 million. Mm-hmm. It kind of puts things within what a professional range of an endorsement deal would do.
Right. So, well, okay. So who's to say what is
Well, because there are public records of what has been paid over time. You compare it to similarly situated individuals.
Okay. And you think that will fly amongst the courts as well?
I think it's possible, yes. I still think that the NCAA or the College Sports Commission or somebody is going to have to pursue antitrust legislation for college athletics,
right,
so that you can have these kind of deals the way the NBA does, the way the NFL does, the way so I think it's
this is the one that I find interesting. Payer association. The payer association category is especially important, given that under previous NIL guidance, boosters could facilitate deals with prospective athletes. Under the new NIL Go guidelines, boosters would be classified as an associated entity. The CSC also classifies associated entities as those that are known or should have been known to an athletic department that exists with the express purpose of either promoting an institution's athletic programs or creating NIL opportunities for an institution's student athletes, i.e. an NIL collective. The entity that has been directed by an athletic department to assist in recruitment or retention of an athlete. And number three, the entity controlled by someone or something other than a publicly traded corporation. So is this saying that you can't have like a booster, just pay a guy through NIL?
That seems to be what it's saying, yes.
Okay. So what's the point of having a collective then?
Well, that's what I was saying before. It seems to me, based on these rules, that the collective's role the collective can still exist.
Yeah. As a fundraiser?
As a fundraising entity, but what about partially as a marketing company as well? We're not doing the deal with the athlete, but we are connecting the athlete with entities that wish to retain their services. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Kind of almost like a marketing firm,
Right. So if anybody, we're back to who's a booster and who's not.
Right.
Who's not a booster. We've been, this has been an argument for 40, 50 years. We've been going back and, this so-and-so, they're tied to the school. So somebody ended up with, that's how SMU got the death penalty. But so as far as I can see now, this is saying that, we're back to boosters cannot be. cannot facilitate NIL deals.
Right.
Is that right? So
Directly, anyway.
directly.
Because, I mean, for example, let's say that Nike wants to pay whoever Oregon's quarterback is, right, to do a special shoe or something, right? And you're going to promote that shoe for a year. And they're going to pay him, I don't know, $500,000, whatever it is.
Right.
Well, we all know that Phil Knight is an Oregon booster. But I don't think Phil Knight's sitting at the table going, okay, kid, here's the, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And there's a whole big company there.
Yeah.
So that's a little different than like, come on out to the house, let me cut you a check. You know.
So Yellowwood is, you got
Same thing, right?
got a pile of lumber there. Hey, come kid, come sit
you
on
know,
the pile of lumber.
Who's to say that, Jackson Arnold's not doing commercials for Yellowwood at the end of this year, and he can go back to the old cowboy ads, right, with the, yellow fella.
Yeah.
And all that stuff.
Makes sense.
And Jackson Arnold could be paid for that. But that's different than Mr. Raines himself going, yeah, you want some extra money here. Here's a couple $100,000.
Right. Well, okay. So once the deal is verified, or once the deal is offered, the kid, that has to go to the NIL Go to clearinghouse, and it can be before they accept it is probably the way it needs to go to make sure that they can, because if they find that it is not legitimate, they got to pay back the money that they've been given.
Yeah.
That could get hairy too. So it can either be cleared, not cleared, or flagged, the dreaded flagged for additional review. Those never end up well, as I recall.
You really want to be in the cleared or not cleared thing, because with the not cleared, there are other options. You alter the deal a little bit, and,
Right.
get it through. But I think it can work as long as they operate in a expeditious way. Like if you submit the deal and I'm sitting there 8 weeks later waiting to hear from you.
This whole business about 5 years later.
Yeah.
It's good. Yeah. That's not going to work these days.
Yeah.
All right, we got to take a break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
About an hour ago, Theo airballed the game-winning shot. But with the Zaxby's sauce boss box, he's dunking all over these fools.
Welcome to Dunk City. I'm the mayor and the sheriff.
Who's got the sauce?
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Visit our new locations in Gadsden and Oxford today.
Adams Motorsports of Montgomery knows it's the best time to ride. Right now, get the best deals on all of our Suzuki and Kawasaki street bikes, side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and dirt bikes. Adams Motorsports has it all, and our inventory is vast. Get out there, ride the streets and trails, and let Adams Motorsports make your pleasure our business. With family customer service and service after the sale. It's time to ride, so come see us on Eastern Boulevard in Montgomery or online at adamsmotorsports.com.
Illinois Towers may very well be the Lake Martin area's best-kept secret. An affordable senior citizens community located on Highway 22 East in Alexander City. Spacious one-bedroom units are currently available. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today for more information on the newly renovated Hillary Towers, 256-329-0552. 256-329-0552. Hillary Towers, 22 East, Alexander City.
The clock is ticking on the spectacular pre-owned truck sale now in progress at Glenn Smith in Opelika. Chevy, Ford, GMC, and Dodge trucks and Toyota trucks too. Full size and heavy duty, smaller trucks, work trucks. Prices and payments on all pre-owned trucks have been slashed. This is your chance to get a clean late model used truck at the price you want. And during the sale, special finance rates are now in effect. This sale may end at any time. One location only, Glenn Smith in Opelika, Alabama.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and JJ here with you. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. I think we had a little technical difficulty on the TV side, but I think we got that straightened out with the new show right now. For all of you joining us on Facebook and YouTube, we appreciate you each and every day as well. We are brought to you each and every day by J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation. No job is too big, no job is too small. Commercial or residential, give them a call today for all your needs. Russell Do-It Center, they got 9 locations around central Alabama for all your building supply, home decor, tools, whatever it might be. Got a little bit of everything there at Russell Do-It Center, and they can beat the big box store. Finally, Sensagreen, heating, cooling, and insulation. They are the carrier dealer in this area, and for air that's cool and clean, call on Sensagreen. 334-487-3555. All right, a lot's been made about Hugh Freeze's golf game as well. He actually went on David Pollock's podcast the other day and talked about this and, of course, made reference to the fact that Auburn, look, the 2 years that he's been at Auburn, they finished, I think, 10th and 8th in the country in recruiting. So he set a precedent. Auburn right now, I think, is in the 70s. So something is, drastically different than it has been the first 2 years. This is his quote. "Everybody seems to like to talk about my golf game," Freeze said Thursday on See Ball, Get Ball with former Georgia linebacker and ESPN analyst David Pollock. Quote, "I enjoy playing it to get away. But what people don't realize, I assure you, I've never missed a camp day or a recruiting day. But if camp gets over at 3 o'clock one day, and Jill and I go out at 4:30, we might do that. I'm not apologizing for that part of it. But my focus is 100% on getting Auburn in that win column this fall.
I mean, I have no problem with the answer. I have no problem with him playing golf.
I don't.
You know, again, sometimes I think coaches need like PR advisors. And I know supposedly the SID does that, but I don't think they do a good job. No offense to whoever the SID is.
Right.
But I just don't think you do a good job. Because, Coach, play all the golf you want. Don't publicly post your scores every round.
Right.
I understand you want to track your handicap. Just maybe every other round. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's not a deal until it's a deal. Right?
Maybe he's planning on joining the senior tour if he gets fired at Auburn.
Well, maybe so, but don't make it come any earlier than it has to. You know, I just think, you know, it's one of those things like if he were sitting at 12th in the country or something in recruiting, it would never have come up, right?
I don't doubt he played as much golf last summer as he did this summer.
I think had he gone 7-5 last year, probably wouldn't have come up. But people start to look for reasons when you are not as successful as they thought you would be at this point.
Well, if we were 10th in the country in recruiting, it would not be up.
I mean, you know, maybe, probably, but you know, there's still the 5 and 7 last year. You know,
this is true. However, I mean, that's the thing that Auburn fans were like, yeah, we're disappointed. We should have won these games. I mean, New Mexico State was humiliating. All these different things, but they looked at it and said, okay. I mean, we're bringing in significant talent, so we're patient enough to look at year 3 as the year. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of coming to a head.
And there was some hinting or intimation, whatever you want to call it, that kind of involved Cedarian Morgan, top player in the state here in Alex City, wide receiver, and it kind of hinted that, you know, I can't go out and I can, you know, what he basically said was, we can't afford to have like 4 5-star receivers in the room. And that's a situation where a lot of coaches are going to have to, you know, you have to, you know, you can't stack 5-star receivers because you're not going to be able to afford to pay them all. So if you've got 2 or 3 guys that you plan on having not just this year, but the next year too, and then, you know, it's like, you know, I also need some funds for DBs. I also need some funds for linebackers. And I can't spend it all on receivers, even if one is close to my campus and top player in the state.
Now, you know, on paper, you would think, you know, okay, my receiver room is all sophomores.
Right.
And I really love the receiver room. And I could go out and get an Eric Singleton,
right,
you know, from somewhere and bring in one guy. And, okay, so I've got my receiver room. I don't even have to worry about recruiting a guy right now this year.
Right.
And that would make it easier. But then you start to think, well, okay, what if somebody gets hurt? Or what if they just up and transfer the next year for no reason, whether I offer them what, you know, those are the kind of things that if I was a coach, I'd have a stroke.
Well, I think it's roster management, right? That's why people are hiring these general managers, and because it's overall it's a plan with the coach, but you got to sit down and go, okay.
It's roster management with no contracts, though.
Well, yeah, but some of them are contracts. There was a contract that was made public with Texas Tech the other day, 3-year contract, you know, with $1.6 million guaranteed on a 3-year, $5 million deal. So there are some contracts being signed out there.
Yeah. We got to take another break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
For air that's cool and clean, call Sensi Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensagreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carrier cool cash rebates. Visit sensagreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe. Call Sensagreen.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply is your headquarters for all the brands contractors know best. We are your local home improvement store with 9 convenient locations throughout central Alabama. We have a huge selection of Weber and Traeger, Pelican coolers, Milwaukee and DeWalt tools, and other top brands. No matter the project, we have you covered with our high-quality lumber and building supplies. From do-it-yourselfers to seasoned pros, Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply has what you need to get the job done.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, CAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
J.A. Smith Construction, licensed general contractor and your trusted choice for land clearing and grading, site work, underground utilities, concrete paving, and material hauling. They also do storm drain installations, fish ponds, and slough dredging. Call Alexander at 256-896-1400 or email asmith@jasmithconstruct.com. No job is too big or too small for J.A. Smith Construction, the top choice for all of your land service needs.
Chick-fil-A is always the best option when you're on the go, but they are also great when it comes to planning your next event, from tailgating to birthday parties to weddings. Call Chick-fil-A Alexander City at 256-289-7955 for catering, or order on the Chick-fil-A app. Make sure to choose the Alexander City location and have your catering order ready to go. Nugget trays, mac and cheese trays, fruit trays, cookie trays, gallons of our famous lemonade or tea, and chilled grilled chicken sub sandwiches, and a lot more options. Make it Chick-fil-A Alexander City for your next event.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and JJ here with you. Only about 30 more minutes left in the Friday show. We always like to remind you about Pepper Tree Steaks and Wines. Great place to get some tremendous food. They got steaks, ribs, burgers, all kind of casseroles. They got a little bit of everything in there in the store. So go and check them out. They got daily lunch specials as well. You can go and pick it up. You can go and have lunch there in the restaurant. Just the food is absolutely wonderful. Go to their website, steaksandwine.com. That's just the letter N, steaksandwine.com. Got probably the best variety of wine in the area, and the food is absolutely delicious. You will not be disappointed, I guarantee it. They got locations in one location in Montgomery, one on East Glen in Auburn. That's Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine.
There are things you should do and not do.
Okay.
Here's one. Never make an excuse. Okay? Own whatever it is. There are reasons you can talk about that, right?
Okay.
You can talk about the fact that, hey, I've got a pretty full receiver room, and, the way the system works now, you got to make certain decisions, about that, and we're making those decisions as best we can, but the recruiting's going to be fine. Signing day's not till December. We're good. Okay. Right? There you go.
That's one way to handle it.
That's one way to handle it. The wrong way to handle it is, well, yeah, it looks bad, but we're doing it right, and everybody else is doing it wrong. You see what I'm saying?
That's
because then your other 15 teams in the league go, who the hell is this guy?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
now
here's the thing. We're going to do it right, and everybody else is doing it wrong, even if we go 2-10 next year.
Yeah.
No.
Well, in Hugh Freeze's defense, and John Cohen's for that matter, quite a few of the coaches in the Big 12 echoed sentiments of much like that. That, look, there seem to be some other schools that are operating on a different set of rules. We're not going to name any names. But, it's in every conference. And again, it's such I appreciate them clarifying some things, but it's still, we're in the ocean here, and we're trying to find, the roadway. I don't know. Eventually maybe they'll set up some buoys and we'll be able to have some sort of guardrail, but yeah, it's not a good look. A buddy of mine, the first thing he said was, the arrogance to think that, we've figured this out and everybody else has not. That's not a good look. And it's not. It's kind of typical Auburn.
Look, it's
to some degree.
If you go back 4 or 5 years ago, the beginning of this NIL journey we've been on, remember some of the things that Dabo Sweeney said?
Yeah.
It's the same thing, right? They can do whatever they want to, but we're going to do it right here.
Yeah.
Okay, Coach, so 135 D1 programs, and you're the only one doing it right. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Stop with that. It's like, again, signing day's in December, if I remember right. So our class isn't filled out yet. I think we've proven that, we got good recruiters on this staff, and we feel sure that by the time signing day arrives, that'll be reflected.
The first thing he should have said was, we love our roster.
Yeah.
And it's expensive to keep it.
That's
number one.
And it's a young roster.
We have stockpiled a lot of young talent, and we have kept it on, in-house. So that's number one, and that costs a lot these days.
Yeah.
And then, that's one factor. And then he could have explained, like you said, some of the other factors, not excuses, just this is the way it is, and followed that in the end by saying it's a long way till December.
Yeah.
So I agree with you.
You're not just going to be able to go out and sign 25 of whoever you want,
yeah,
right, anymore. You're going to have to make decisions am I recruiting this kid as a developmental player who's maybe a 3-star kid that's not going to cost me as much? Or am I recruiting this kid as, instant playing time and instant contributor, right?
Yeah.
Because that's you're going to have to build. You have to build your right. NFL teams do it every day with the draft and free agency. Am I keeping this guy? Am I letting him go? Is there somebody in free agency I want? Is there not? And you got to make that under the cap.
True. All right. So, JJ, if you were in the press corps, what would be your question to Hugh Freeze and or Kalen DeBoer?
Mm-hmm. I think if I were going to ask DeBoer something, I'd want to ask him something about what does the fact that they had no players transfer out after spring ball mean? Does it mean anything? Is it significant? Is it not?
Okay.
Do you feel like it's because your team's on, all on the same page now, going into year 2? Because I thought that was interesting when nobody transferred after spring.
Yeah.
That's the most interesting thing I would think of for DeBoer, other than that typical stuff, quarterback, blah, blah, blah. For Freeze, the most interesting one to me would be last season you lost 3 or 4 games where you were in somewhat of a position to win those games. How much of that was youth and inexperience, critical mistakes by players? How much of that do you put on yourself and the coaching staff for decisions that were made? When you're losing 3 or 4 games that maybe you had an opportunity to win, how do you find a way to eliminate those mistakes and win those games?
Yeah.
Because it's not just the bounce of the ball. People always go, well, ball bounced against us some. No, it's not. It's not like you go out there and flip a coin and you win close games. Great coaches, especially in a league that's this tough, you're going to have to win close games. Win those one-score games, man.
Easy answer to California and Arkansas, don't turn the ball over 5 times.
Yeah.
Those are easy.
Yeah. But again, there's reasons turnovers happen. Turnovers don't just happen because somebody flipped a coin.
Exactly.
They happen because of bad play calls. They happen because of bad execution.
But we all know that Hugh Freeze throws the quarterback under the bus, right? So it's not his fault.
Yes.
I'm kidding. But he did throw him under the bus a time or two. All right, we got to take a break. We'll be back with more right after this.
Did you know that Dixie Electric Plumbing and Air service fee is good for 30 days for all 4 trades? That's right. If we service your home's electric, plumbing, HVAC, or garage doors, we will come back within 30 days for any of the 4 trades at no additional cost to you. A licensed and trained Dixie technician will service your home with our signature warehouse on wheels, and all work will be backed by our 100% satisfaction guarantee. What are you waiting for?
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at bamasheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
I'm Joseph Dean with Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation in Dadeville. We are located at 16797 Highway 280, which is on the corner of 280 and 49 North. With an on-site crematory in Opelika and a cemetery in Tallapoosa County, we are a full-service funeral home. To get in touch with us, feel free to come by or call us, 256-750-0381. And for any other questions, you can visit the website at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
Bugs Island is your boating headquarters. Are you ready to hit the water and go boating this summer? Bugs Island has all kinds of boats, with one sure to fit exactly what you want. Fishing boats, sport boats, pontoon boats, and all with low monthly payments. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Bugs Island Service Department experts are also here for you to keep your boat in top running condition. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Don't be left standing on the bank this summer. Visit online at bugsisland.com and don't buy a boat till you get a Bucks quote. EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare. Serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
What's the verdict?
Can't fix your heat pump. Need a new one.
Uh-oh. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin.
Call on Kevin Kill and Sunshine Heating and Air at 256-825-4849, Central Alabama's premier Daikin dealer.
So what's he thinking?
Oh, he's thinking Daikin.
Daikin, one of the top selling in the world.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Daikin. Comfort for life.
Lake Martin Mobile Detailing is the #1 auto and boat detailing company in Central Alabama. Don't trust your boat or vehicle to just anybody. Hire the professionals. Top-of-the-line ceramic coating, detailing, gel coat restoration, and paint correction gives you the options to take care of your vehicle the right way. Located at 702 McCarty Road in Dadeville, Lake Martin Mobile Detailing will have you riding in style. Call them today at 256-794-2328 for Superior Automotive and Boat Detailing.
Hi, I'm Abby Guy, Vice President at Riverbank and Trust. They say that most banks offer the same products, but Riverbank offers something most can't: personal connection. We love getting to know our customers by name and making them feel special with every interaction. It's a feeling of warm hospitality you won't find anywhere else. Experience it for yourself.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and JJ. Only a couple more segments left in today's show. Again, thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. As I mentioned, it is the Major League Baseball draft this weekend. On Sunday, Ike Irish, the guy that for Auburn that could go in the first round, he is expected to have his name called on the first day here. Would be the 10th Auburn player overall picked in the first round if he's selected. 365 this past year, 19 home runs, 58 runs batted in. He's a catcher/outfielder. Could see him going either way, but if a catcher can hit like that,
oh well, yeah.
I mean that's the kind of guy that you could really make a nice living.
You know, it's funny because the NFL draft's such a big deal, and the NBA draft gets some attention. The MLB draft just kind of comes and goes.
It's true.
But
well, it used to be like, didn't it? It used to be like in the middle of the World Series, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it was, but it's just, and it's because the difficulty of the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're not going to see 999 times out of 1,000. You're not going to see that first round draft pick for 2 or 3 years.
True.
They're going to have to learn to play the game at that level. And even coming out of college, tough transition.
I'm not saying he could be like that, but people don't even remember. Bryce Harper started out as a catcher.
Yeah.
But kind of transitioned away from that and ended up being an outfielder.
Well, if somebody's going to be a power hitter in the middle of your lineup, most of the time you don't want them catching.
No,
too hard on the body.
Yeah.
Put them at first. Put them in right.
But
let them hit.
Yeah, that's true. But they're guys that can do it and do it well.
We've certainly seen them.
Yeah.
I mean, Molina over the years,
Who's the guy? He was with the Phillies this past. I think Real Muto.
Yeah.
He's probably one of the best right now. Guys that might hear their name called, hopefully they will. We'll see. Sam Dutton, who pitched, transfer from LSU, ended up pitching for Auburn last year, did an outstanding job. Cooper McMurray, been the first baseman, power hitting first baseman. Parker Carlson, Carson Myers, 2 backup pitchers. Those guys that definitely could. It'll be in the later rounds. I don't even, they used to have, 60? Now I think they only have maybe 20 rounds. I don't think it's. I didn't even think it's half of what.
Like I said, I follow the Major League draft to this extent. Who did the Braves take in the first 2 rounds?
Right. Well, Eric Snow, Auburn wants him back. There, he was just a tremendous third baseman. Played short, played any part of the infield. But he could get his name called. A couple of pitchers that could: Cam Tilley, Dylan Watts, Cade Fisher. And the guys that Auburn signed out of high school that could very well get taken: Ethan Bingaman and Justice DeJong. Great name. Justice DeJong. And Mason McCrane.
Mason McCrane from Glenwood Academy. That's Phoenix City area, right?
I'll take your word for it.
I think it is.
Okay.
If it is, makes sense because, I spent some time over there. Youth baseball is a thing.
Oh, really?
In Phoenix City, Alabama. There's a reason that team won the Little League World Series a few years ago. So,
they take it serious.
Man, let me tell you.
DeJong is from New York. Bingaman is from California. So hopefully that'll happen. The first 3 rounds take place Sunday night in Atlanta, and the rest following the day after. So you got the All-Star game in Atlanta. You got the Major League Baseball draft in Atlanta.
Yeah.
It's a happening place right now.
That's right. Atlanta's jumping.
All right. Ronald in the home run derby.
Yeah.
On Monday. I didn't see who all. I thought it wasn't completely filled out. I don't know if they have yet.
I don't know.
I haven't looked, but what's Ronald's chances?
I mean, he was in it last year, right?
Yeah.
As good as anybody's. I would think.
He's the one. He could obviously hit it to the moon. I mean, he's got that kind of power. But he's a guy that he hits at all fields. That was his thing. He could.
Well, even in the home run derby last year,
he's not even dead and pulled.
He was hitting it where it was pitched. You know what I mean?
That's what I said. So I may give him an advantage, especially in Atlanta.
Yeah, maybe.
Be nice.
Home field,
especially with the Braves tanking this year.
Yeah,
they need a little something to put a little pep in their step. All right, we got to take another break. The final one of this Friday. We'll be right back.
J.A. Smith Construction, licensed general contractor and your trusted choice for land clearing and grading, site work, underground utilities, concrete paving, and material hauling. They also do storm drain installations, fish ponds, and slough dredging. Call Alexander at 256-896-1400 or email asmith@jasmithconstruct.com. No job is too big or too small for J.A. Smith Construction, the top choice for all of your land service needs.
For air that's cool and clean, call Sense Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sense Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensagreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carrier cool cash rebates. Visit Sensagreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe. Call Sensagreen.
Sign Source is your local vendor for commercial and residential sign manufacturing and installation. We offer all kinds of lighted and non-lighted signage, from retail signs, LED message centers, event banners, vehicle wraps, the whole spectrum. We also offer service and repair on existing signs, as well as retrofitting to LED or installation of outsourced signage. We have the knowledge necessary to fulfill all of your signage needs in the short or long term. Visit signsourcenow.com to get started.
Buying a home or property can be the biggest investment of your life. The Wisdom Firm is licensed to close any property purchase in the entire state of Alabama. The office is on both Bank Creek Drive in Auburn and Highway 49 South at beautiful Lake Martin. The Wisdom Firm has you covered. Give Travis and his team a call at 334-826-0722 or check them out at www.auburnlegal.com for all your real estate closing needs. No representation is made that the quality of legal services is greater than the quality of legal services made by other attorneys.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama. Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
Banner Building Summer Sale is happening right now. No money down, no payments for 90 days, plus 12 months with zero interest now through August 31st on all portable wood and aluminum sheds, carports, garages, and barns built on site or delivered during the summer sales event happening right now at Banner Buildings, 4011 Warm Springs Road in Columbus, or online at bannerbuildingsga.com. Better buildings, better prices, Banner Buildings of Columbus.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, TAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
At Majestic Caverns, we believe in the power of unforgettable experiences. At a cool 60 degrees year-round, America's most historic caverns guarantees an enjoyable escape. But it doesn't stop there. With over 20 above-ground attractions, including 5 new ones this year, and our Cave Cafe, which offers delicious drinks and plenty of food options. And don't miss our exciting event, Libertas. On June 29th, July 6th, and July 13th, enjoy live entertainment and much more. At Majestic Caverns, your unforgettable adventure awaits.
Welcome back, everyone, to the final segment of the Auburn Blitz on this beautiful Friday afternoon. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend out there. Be sure to always remember the Saturday Sports Countdown at 7 to 9 right here. You can find it or on YouTube or Facebook as well. And, of course, be sure to check the Auburn Blitz podcast every morning, 8-ish, thereabouts, maybe a few minutes before, a few minutes after. You never know. But the Auburn Blitz podcast with Brett and Faith and Randy and the Saturday Sports Countdown with Brett and Randy and Luke or whoever's available, maybe on a Saturday. It is July the 11th. On this day, 1985, Nolan Ryan became the first Major League Baseball player in the history of the game to strike out 4,000 batters.
I have a question. Just about the phrasing. First player to 4,000 strikeouts? Okay. Because some of those batters would be the same people he was striking out quite a bit.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
so
yeah.
not 4,000 individual people.
No.
Okay.
Just 4,000 strikeouts.
Just the way it was worded, I was like, that'd be pretty impressive if you struck out 4,000 individual people.
This is true.
Yeah.
No. 4,000 batters total in his career. Of course, he ended up with, is it 5791, I think? I think it's 5791.
It's a lot.
He's by far the leader going away. 1989, on this day, Bo Jackson led off the All-Star game with a home run with Ronald Reagan in the booth talking to, I believe it was Vin Scully. I remember it, I've seen that clip, and they're sitting there and they've invited, of course, Reagan had left office and he was in Anaheim. I think Bo Jackson was up and they were just having a conversation, oh my, and Bo Jackson hit one dead center and it was quite memorable, to be honest. Happy birthday today, Yul Brynner, the great Yul Brynner.
Yeah, Westworld.
Yeah, how about that? Yeah,
that's a great old movie.
Yes, it is. It's kind of ahead of its time.
Did he do The King and I? Was that him?
He did. Yeah, I think so. Very good. The Magnificent Seven.
Yeah.
Brett Summers.
Don't know who that is.
The old Match Game. She was like one of the mainstays. Right? Her and Charles Nelson Riley. No. Okay. Chuck Rio. Do you know who Chuck Rio? Saxophonist and singer, and I bet everybody's heard his song. Maybe the most famous song with only one word. The most famous song.
Tequila.
Tequila.
Okay.
How about that?
There you go.
He is the guy. He is the guy playing saxophone and singing Tequila. Stephen Lang, Ike Clanton from Tombstone.
Okay.
Good actor. He's been in many, many other things, but Leon Spinks.
Very intimidating boxer back in the day.
World heavyweight champion in the late 70s. Not the guy that got knocked out by Mike Tyson in 90 seconds.
No.
I think that was Michael Spinks.
That was Michael Spinks, yes.
I think was that his son or his brother?
Brother.
Okay. Yep. Sheila Ward.
Lovely.
Went to the University of
Alabama. Cheerleader there, if I recall.
Yeah. From Meridian, Mississippi, if I'm not.
I believe that's right, too.
Okay.
Yep.
Richie Sambora.
Lead guitarist for Bon Jovi.
There you go. Married to Heather Locklear
for
a while. No longer. I believe it or not, JJ, it didn't work out. It's hard to believe. Susan Vega. Do you know
Suzanne Vega?
Suzanne Vega. That is Tom's Diner. Somewhere in my house is a single cassette tape of Tom's Diner. And I'm not sure what's on the B-side, but it might be My Name is Luca. I live on the second floor.
Yeah.
Poor kid was getting beaten. That was the whole point of the song. But anyway, how about Rod Strickland?
Drawing a blank.
Very good point guard for his day back in the 90s.
Portland?
He played for the Trailblazers.
Okay, yeah.
And then he became an assistant. I think he was an assistant coach with Calipari at Kentucky.
Gotcha.
And at LSU as well. So, not that Calipari went to. Willie Anderson, maybe the best left tackle. Well, him and Steve Wallace, probably the best left tackle at Auburn.
And
Yep.
look, Willie Anderson's Hall of Fame NFL player.
Hall of Fame NFL player. Very good. Andre Johnson,
wide receiver.
A Hall of Fame, huge hands.
Yeah.
Monstrous. And Caroline Wozniacki, tennis player.
Oh, okay.
She was engaged to Rory McIlroy at one time.
I gotcha.
No longer, though. It didn't work. Can you believe it? It did not work out. That's going to wrap it up for us. Thank you so much for being with us, EJJ. So long for now. We'll talk again soon.
JAC